Today, we will be answering the very important question of, is Gwendolyn the best hero in Bloons TD6? I started off with a sniper and dart monkey, because it is one of the easiest and most stress-free starts in the game. With just a bit of micro, I can get to Gwendolyn and finally start showing you why she's the best. She absolutely destroys lead balloons, but her only weaknesses are camo and purples, which her towers that she buffs can cover them, like the 0-3-2 wizard monkey or the signal flare mortar, which can actually decamo balloons. She buffs wall of fire, dragon's breath, signal flare, and there's one other one where I can't remember. But she's quite a good hero, does a lot of damage early game and the late game, and synergies are really good. The fastest way I could think to do this is get up a wall of fire as fast as possible, and then probably just spam Dragon's Breath, and maybe summon Phoenixes for other later rounds. Her passive ability called Heated Up is also really good, because for people who are around her, get 1 extra damage for a little bit once she does that little fire circle thing that she did before. We're on round 32 with only a Dragon's Breath wizard and Gwendolyn and minor help with the sniper and the dart. I'm going to get down a signal flare for all those annoying camos so Gwendolyn can finally pop them and show you what she's made of. Okay, I put it down. I'm going to set the target basically in the middle of the map. And then I'm going to give it faster reload just so it decamos more balloons. I'm absolutely obliterating the balloons right now, and that's really good. The buffs caused by Gwendolyn up the tower's attack speed by 10% and 20% at later levels. That is 10% extra damage, probably even more than that considering the attack 10% better. So, Signal Flare Mortars, that's what her little head around her is. I got Shattering Shells for all those fortified Moabs and to do a bit of extra damage. Okay, I'm just going to do a speed up part because this part is kind of boring. I'm not buying any upgrades. But then I get a village on Gwendolyn and the wizard. Bigger radius and radar scanner. I will eventually make that into an MIB. Speed it up so I can afford the MIB. I got the MIB during that speed up period. I also got that MIB because Gwendolyn cannot pop purple balloons, neither can the wizard, so I needed that so they could pop purples. I'm going to get another Dragon's Breath wizard and kind of start spamming them new. I will speed it up by about 100 times so I can spam a bunch more things. I now have 3 more Dragon's Breath wizards and it is on round 65. Round 65 is a good round to get to with only spamming 1 tower. I had to check that I was recording because I'm scarred from the amount of moments that I thought I was recording and not. Just speeding through the rounds here with all my Dragon's Breath wizards, absolutely eating through round 65. Level up for Gwendolyn. The Shattering Shells is still doing its stuff. I now put it in the front of the map because it will not get any damage at the back. My first Dragon's Breath wizard that I put down is actually at 40,000 pops. You may notice that I'm actually doing this in chimps. So this is another reason why she's a really, really good hero. Because this is chimps. This isn't some hard mode or easy mode. It's actually pretty hard because it's chimps. And I've never beaten chimps on this map before. So I've just been playing this map and I decided that I could make a video on this because I realized Gwendolyn's not that bad. Gwendolyn may be outclassed late game by Adora and Azili with her Moab Hex and upping the speed of attack speed for the top path Super Monkeys, respectively. But on Chimps runs and stuff like that, I could say Gwendolyn is one of or the best hero in the entire game for Chimps. She does great damage early game, is cheap, and levels up pretty fast. You may notice that I'm getting a bunch of Lord Phoenixes. That's just so I can use them on round 80 and round like those hard rounds like 98 and stuff. Just so I don't die, because that would be embarrassing. Just absolutely eating through the rounds. This is with only towers that she buffs and a dart and a sniper, which aren't going to do much in the late game. So this is literally all towers that Gwendolyn buffs. So this whole defense is being affected by Gwendolyn. And she's also popping balloons. Round 76 went down easy with all my fire. Absolutely obliterating. She can also pop lead balloons, which is also really good for early game. Just eats through the ceramics. The purples. Once she gets an MIB at least. Her abilities are also really good. Like the fire cocktail. It is one of the best hero abilities in the game, because it's basically like Oben's trees, except it does more damage. Her Firestorm ability, which is that little canister right there, it sets everything on the screen on fire, which can actually be really good on ceramic rounds, like 63, this round apparently, and other rounds that you're struggling with. It's also decent to chip down Moabs and a bunch, like, if there are a bunch of balloons overwhelming you, like a bunch of maybe zebras, you can use that ability to just chunk them down, even if you don't have many defenses left. That mortar is doing its work, that all the Lord Phoenixes, I haven't even used the ability yet, and they're still that overpowered. On to round 80. And popping the ZOMG pretty fast into BFBs, Moabs, and that is it. Okay, 81. 81 is the start of free play, which is where the Chimps gets a bit harder, but I think Gwendolyn will be able to handle it. Just absolutely obliterating each balloon. Round 82. We've gone this far. This strategy would definitely beat hard mode by a ton. So if you ever want to beat hard mode, use Gwendolyn. The bunch of Wizard Lord Phoenixes are doing their work. Just absolutely obliterating the ceramics and Moabs. The Sniper and Dart Monkey are trying to help, but I don't think they're doing anything. The Shattering Shells is helping with the ability to defortify all balloons like fortified Moabs, because they can be scarily strong. I will put down more Summon Phoenixes just because I might as well, because I have a ton of money. There are some ceramics sneaking through, but they'll be fine because they still have to go through another loop on this map. Round 85. A few ZOMGs, I think it's 4 if I remember. Versus a bunch of Summon Phoenixes that don't even have the ability turned on. Absolutely obliterating. I will show you the pops after this game, but it's going to be crazy. The amount of damage that Signal Flare... Actually, the amount of damage that the Tier 4 bottom path mortar does is actually kind of crazy. Because every time it defortifies those Moabs, it takes the pops from the fortify. So it gets actually a ton of pops on fortified rounds. Just using one of the Phoenix Lord abilities, because why not? I have a bunch of them. And I was kind of scared, to be completely honest. And it was round 88, so I didn't want to restart. Just absolutely obliterating all the balloons. She's better with the small balloons, but she also chips down Moabs quite well, and her cocktail does work on the first Moab ceramics. Mortimer here has 49,000 pops. Just checking through all my pops. My first Wizard Lord is at 120,000 pops almost. Round 90, DDT rounds. She pops DDTs really easily. She's a good DDT defender. I'm checking the Dart Monkey's pops, 1,000. Not bad for a Dart Monkey, $200. Ton of ceramics, but they don't care. 130,000 pops for my first guy. I'm just going to get a few more because why not? We need it for the BAD. The BAD's coming up in round 100 and I cannot wait to destroy it. I messed up here and actually bought Shimmer instead of buying Dragon's Breath. But it wasn't accident. It was accidental, and I can't delete it because it's chimps, obviously. And I guess I just have an annoying Shimmer for the rest of the game. But I'm still popping all the balloons, even with the mess up with the Shimmer that cost me about $2,000. Another Phoenix Lord ability, and Gwen is finally at max level, 95. She's one of the only heroes that gets to level 20 before round 100. Her skin, this is Harley Gwen skin. Looks really good. I recommend if you're going to buy a Gwen skin. Just eating through round 96 like it's nothing. This is late game, guys. Like, this is a late game round. 96 can be a round killer for some people. Just eating through all those Wizard Phoenixes. Round 97, here's where the mortar comes in. Look at him defortifying all the balloons. He must have not defortified them there, but that's fine. It doesn't even matter. This can pop fortifieds too. Just popping a Wizard Lord Phoenix ability because why not? Round 98. Now this is a scary round. Tons of Moabs, tons of potential to go wrong. Just activating most of my Phoenix Lord abilities because I don't want to die around 98 and have to restart this recording. So $28,000, and I finally used a Gwen ability Firestorm just to finish off the ceramics. Round 99 DDTs, I had to use a lot of my Phoenixes, but here comes the BAD. Are we going to pop it? It's coming. It's going down. Checking all the monkeys' pops. Absolutely shooting at it. And all the Phoenix Lord abilities are coming off cooldown. Go, and that is popped. It's popped. All we have to do is clean them up. And yes, baby, we win. Hope you liked this video, and we'll see you next time.